It's not organic anymore. Wait, ooh. All right, we're live. Gotta give it to him. I'm gonna hit you with that a few more times for sure. But welcome everybody. We're on the second episode of this wild adventure. We got Marcus with us today. We're gonna chat about.
Hello.
I was gonna give you an intro sound.
Those are some great sound effects you got, Lucas.
Yeah, live sound effects. But we're gonna chat some Halloween stuff. We're gonna be talking about, I don't know, maybe a few things this and that. Mostly Halloween related things, but it's very off the cuff.
Does this have a title?
No, actually TBD on the title for this whole thing.
Good idea. We'll save that for later.
Yeah, we kind of thought it would just come up organically, but it still has not. If you have any ideas, though, please throw them out there.
I'll brainstorm.
I thought he had
It's harder than you think.
It's not my idea.
Yeah. No, I was thinking of using, something that is like, oriented to our friend group, but I don't want to define things too much,
We have some pretty legendary iconography.
Yeah. Like it could just be, the Joe Face podcast, and that could be it.
Yeah, we've always been about swordfish, so it could be something to do with swordfish.
Honestly, if there's one thing we've always been about, it is
The iconic swordfish logo.
Why do you think we all do this all the time? We're always doing this.
Anytime I see you guys out in public, I immediately.
That's pretty much what we've always been doing. So yeah, maybe
That's also why we all have a secret swordfish tattoo. Everyone does.
Don't tempt me. Realistically though, don't tempt me because I would love a swordfish tattoo. I think that'd be pretty sick.
All right.
Oh, looks like you're the last one then.
Happening.
Looks like you're behind the times. Yeah, no, I'm here for that. So I was here for the Too Easy tattoo, which we still haven't even done yet. So
I'm still down for that one.
yeah, the Too Easy pod could be that.
Oh, that seems pretty organic.
Oh.
So
Hey, swordfish boys are rolling.
thank you. I knew it would come to me, to be honest. So
Nice.
yeah. Well, now that we're here on the Too Easy pod, and we have Marcus as the guest, first things first, we'll chat about what's most important to everybody. Mav, you got any fantasy football updates for us here?
Updates as far as like this week goes. I mean, Alex, he didn't end up doing his punishment. I'm gonna save what it would have been, but he paid Presley
Oh, he paid
because it was a good
$5.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as he paid up.
Yeah, he ended up like getting sick. Not like me. I sound perfectly fine. I'm more healthy than I've ever been.
Like a horse.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean,
so that's-
nothing else right now. I don't want to get too deep into the weeds of fantasy.
No, well, not too. Well, that's really what I wanted to hear was the punishment because I did.
Yeah.
there
So
was a-
saving that for next week. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we can reuse that punishment.
Well, that would be great. And we're also playing each other this week, so could be.
There is some shady stuff that went on over there, dropping kickers and having me put them back on your team.
Come on.
Yeah, can you elaborate?
Can you elaborate? Is that I had two kickers on my team. I wanted to drop the obviously worst one, and then
Which one
for
was that?
some reason,
Say the name.
Riley Patterson,
Okay, what's the other name?
the Aubrey, the Cowboys kicker.
Two completely different names. Let the record show.
I didn't say I confused the names. I was about to say that the app screwed it up, and it had nothing to do with mine.
Don't blame the app.
It was completely the app's fault. It had nothing to do with me. And then so I had to have the Supreme Overlord Commissar fix it. And that was it.
And I did. Benevolent.
Hey, why would I drop the better of two players?
I don't question
I don't
your
know.
tactics.
We thought the same thing.
It's this guy,
Yeah.
idiot.
That's what Marcus and Mike were trying to do a few years ago. They were just trying to get the better players back on their teams.
I don't remember that. Currently, Mab, you are poised to have the lowest score of the week.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You're damn
stoked
right.
about that.
Hey,
That's what
that'll be
I'm
the first time in 3 years. This is gonna be insane.
Really? That's it?
I've never gotten lowest scores since we started tracking.
Who would assign for you the high? Is it the highest score or the highest score from?
It's the highest score of the week, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be based on projections. The highest score of the week is projected to be M or Kara.
Oh.
I hope they punish you real good. Well, first off, I hope it's you, and then I hope they punish you really good.
I want to be punished.
Great. Well, that ends that discussion. We'll move on. We'll move on after that. Let's get into our real topic of the day here. Yeah, you like that transition. I know you did. We want to talk about some Halloween stuff, and I think it's really important that that we have you weigh in on your recent experience for Halloween weekend, Marcus. Because I don't think I didn't do anything. I mean, I know I didn't, but I don't think Zach, you did anything very Halloween related this weekend.
I went to a party yesterday as well, but you know, I
Were
guess
you dressed
it's all
up?
about Marcus.
Sorry, hold on. Were you dressed up?
Yeah.
What were you dressed as?
Becca and I went as the Coils.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Yeah, I had a jug of mother's milk and everything.
What
Drinking
were you
PBR
actually
out of it.
doing?
Huh?
Okay.
No, it was actually just tepid milk. You were going for realism.
I thought about it, but I'm like, no, it'd be better if I just poured some PBRs in here.
Were you Margaret or were you?
No, it was Liam. She was Margaret.
Ah, okay, nice. I didn't know if she was gonna go for one of the brothers.
It would have been better if it was mine.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make the open smooching a lot more accurate to the source material. Lovely. Well, I hope you had a wonderful time. But you weren't on Demon Time like our friend Marcus over here was on Demon Time.
Ooh.
So what were you dressed for? What were you?
A jack-o'-lantern. Chocolate
What were you doing?
Podcast.
Boy, oh boy, Halloween 2023 season is in full swing. You know me, the king of the pumpkins.
Is this weekend update?
So in lieu of the annual DeSoto Homestead Halloween party, stuck around New York. Friday night we went to a place called Industry City. It's a giant fucking warehouse that they've turned into a Bacchal sanctuary for debauchery and naked people.
Debauchery.
They had this thing called City of Gods, and it was just a rave. And so dressed up like a demon with horns and a little mask. Went with a bunch of our friends and danced the night away.
Why were your horns so big? Are you compensating for something with your horns?
Nah, dude, just born with them.
Girthiest horns I've ever seen.
Or in a shower, not a grower. It's just that exact size at all times. It's agony.
Yeah.
But it was really fun, and a lot of like kind of like Burning Man-ish style costumes. But one room was called the Glam Cocks, and it was all just beefcakes, like absolute studs, packing heat, hard bodies everywhere, just the boys, you know. And
All right.
there's one corner where they're having like a little BDSM thing, and they were just tying up some guy, and it was we stayed there for like maybe like 10 minutes. We're like, all right, this room's not for us.
So they were just tying up. They were tying up. All right. First off, I'm assuming the person was eager to be tied up.
Yeah, I think it was consensual.
I think they weren't just kidnapping a guy and tying him up in the corner, and he's like, "Please help me!" And you're like, "Wow, this is really realistic."
They're like, the gays, they know how to do it.
Yeah, but how many rooms were there?
There were like 6 or 7. One of them was had a live band doing like New Orleans style jazz. And that was really cool. And
Like
then
in a
all the rest
creepy
was
way,
just
or like they were just playing like jazz.
they were just playing like creepy jazz, like Corpse Bride kind of stuff, like
Monster Mash.
the Monster Mash. Yeah.
It was like this. Just they were just really riffing on this one tune. And it was sick. It was just like what was it called? Monster Mash.
Yeah. It was really fun.
That is definitely a bigger Halloween extravaganza than I've had in the past several years. I haven't
Yeah,
tried to
we
do
were out
it
till
yet,
like
but
I think we were out till 4 a.m. and then
Jesus.
like 5 a.m.
that's pretty late for me. This fucking guy hates the soundboard. He's ready for it to go already. It's Mab screaming in agony every time I play a sound.
All right. Speaking of sounds, what's the best Halloween sound?
I'm glad you asked. I think the best Halloween sound is a bunch of chains clinking and a cauldron bubbling.
The cauldron bubbling is a pretty good one.
Like
Like what?
Like what?
like maybe something to like this effect.
It sounds definitely like liquid. That's for sure. It's bubbling. I like
Must have
that.
missed that.
Oh no, there's a little. This is gonna turn into a Monster Mash listening party for the entirety of the rest of this.
We're gonna get copyrighted claimed by Bobby Boris Pickett.
Oh, we should listen to the Monster Mash and break it down.
Break it down. Well, analysis.
Like Lyric Genius.
Yeah. So what you're gonna see right here is it was a graveyard smash. Now what this really means is what the
So
author's
technically,
intent.
this song is not the Monster Mash, as the song "The Monster Mash" is referenced in the song.
That's true. That's actually you got. It's a very Frankenstein's monster type situation you have there.
Yeah. Lucas, you were gonna dress up like something. This year, what would you have dressed up as?
Good question. To Mav's question, the sounds of Halloween, I think a chainsaw is pretty good. I like how we just flipped screen orientation. This is great, really mixing it up. If I was gonna dress up this year, I think well, it would depend if I was doing a couple's costume with Sydney or not, because that would change. But it would probably be pretty like Big Boils, maybe. I don't think the should be down for that one. I think if I was just gonna go separately, I don't know, maybe like Beast Boy from Teen Titans or something like that. Like go full green face with green hair and just kind of. But yeah, something like that would be good if I was going by myself. But if I was going with her, I think I don't know, we would end up dressing up as like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce or something.
I fucking knew you were gonna say that. I was about to say it.
That's probably like if I had to guess. But I mean, who's to say? I don't really have any. We didn't really go anywhere.
Your favorite Halloween sound?
Oh shit. What did I say before? Fuck, shit.
This podcast ruined. Oh, fuck.
My mind went blank. Oh yeah. I like the little Jason noises that he makes. He goes like.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Good
It's
stuff.
very spooky.
Yeah. No, that's
Honorable
that's
mention: an empty beer fridge.
Oh, don't do it like that. I'm gonna have nightmares.
You posted that photo in our group chat of our throwback costume for Breaking Bad. I look very greasy in that photo, which is like really on brand for the attempted character. So
Yeah.
I was surprised that the real isn't there.
We looked great.
Yeah, it's just a shame that we have you had the Walt going on, but you did a better Jesse voice, and I feel like that would have helped if you were Jesse, but then at the same time, you had more of the the look going
I
as well.
mean, I feel like it still has the social currency that we could do it again,
Yeah,
and I'll gladly switch.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, if I wore a bald cap, then it would work. But if it was with hair, like how you had it, I feel like our original orientation was accurate. But then we can do Saul. Mab, you can be Saul.
No, I want to be Skylar.
Oh, sorry, you got me there. You don't wanna put on 150 pounds and be Hank.
Whoa, hold on now.
Pool party.
Yeah, I gotta keep my body fully hard all the time.
That's a good clip too. I should get that sound effect, and then forget I have it and never use it. So that was a good photo, but it reminded me of the fish at the Halloween
Oh
party
God.
with Mickey. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you still have that?
Oh,
The
and
fish?
so I don't want to get too not safe for work, but it was one of the most cool things I've ever witnessed.
I like in the moment it felt humorous. It's still very funny right now, but I'm more perplexed than I was initially, like about the why. Like
Probably felt really good.
it, that's all it was really. It was just a feeling, and
Was Lucas there? Like any?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Remember that was the night wasn't that the night he wanted to play fancy on the little mini pad or whatever?
Dun. Oh shit. Dun. Oh shit.
I'm so fancy. But yeah, no, that was the fish I don't get. But I'm glad I have that memory. I'm glad everybody has that shared memory of him just railing the fish, just slamming. Yeah.
Sorry, sometimes I think about it.
He was an OG swordfish boy.
You know how he was
Fins
always
out.
walking around in school going. Oh, it just those are the things that you gotta remember. But let's see.
Do you think he and Finney stay in touch?
I have to assume they remain remotely in touch, right? Wasn't he with them for like 2 years? Or was it just
I
one
don't
year?
know. One? Who's to say?
Who's to say, really? I mean, the time was invaluable, but I mean, I feel like I would try to stay somewhat in contact. But
He's gonna be father. That's crazy.
that is crazy. Congrats to them.
Fun
Oh, is
fact.
that who you guys were talking about in the group?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Actually, it's not funny what I was gonna say.
It's not funny. It's not funny when people get pregnant. That's not the joke.
Should we talk other Halloween memories?
We definitely should talk other Halloween memories. Although, I don't know. I guess we did have other parties, right? We did other Halloween parties.
Yeah, one time we went to UConn
Everybody knows this.
and Mab got really drunk. And
Oh no, striking from the record. That never happened.
No, I'm pretty sure I wasn't even there, and I was away.
I was fully sober.
and he started the night kind of normy with like Chris Pratt Jurassic World costume. But then when we got home, he changed into his Charlie Day costume.
Oh, I felt so at home.
Just like wearing white long johns and falling into the tub and tearing down the shower curtain.
Never. I was just trying to be clean. That's all.
Did you sleep in the tub after that?
No.
No, you got out. You managed to find your way out of the tub.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah.
I was also the night that Alex's roommate set his alarm for like 4 a.m. because he was going fishing, and it was connected to the Bluetooth speaker in the living room where me, Mike, and Haley were all sleeping, and it went off. It was blaring. It was terrifying. And Mike just got up and looked at me and he went, "This is why you don't have any friends." I went, "Whoa."
Whoa.
And he went back to sleep.
That's tough. Don't preemptively wake up Mike. Get some hard
He's a
words.
sleepy guy.
Yeah.
And then one other Halloween memory. Senior year, I dressed like Guy Fieri.
I remember that.
And yeah, and got really drunk and woke up the next morning. I had my internship and I was severely late. Like bolted up and I was like, "I have work, fuck." And Willie just looked at me and he was like, "You're not going to work." I was like, "I have to." He's like, "Look at yourself in the mirror." And it was just like dyed yellow, like streaked all over. It was like all crusty. And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to work."
And of course they
it was
knew.
when I worked for the Maury show. So
They knew. Would
They
you
knew.
call them up and you're like, I'm not feeling very well.
yeah, I texted my boss and I was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna make it today. I'm feeling sick." And he's like, "This is why you don't drink on Halloween." And I was like, "Ah."
God. Just hey, life lesson, I bet you never drank on Halloween again after.
Never again. I learned my lesson.
Yeah. You went into that S&M room at the club entirely sober.
Yep. I was like, someone's gotta be DD tonight.
I think Mickey could have been in one of those rooms with that fish.
Blasting it
Fish
to this
room?
day.
Fish.
Fish room. Yeah,
Swear fish room, I would've
that
found
seems
my
like
way
a
there.
that seems like it would happen in a Manhattan club for sure.
What's a costume that you remember? Like maybe you were a little kid or something that you were like, "This is not it."
Oh, I didn't
Like
like
that
it.
you kind of regret or that was like embarrassing.
Um, I don't know if I regret it, to be honest, but I never liked dressing as anything scary. Well, first of all, I was scared of like Halloween stuff like way too deep into my life, to a point that when we would go to the Halloween stores, my mother would like be like making fun of me because I was scared of stuff. Like she would throw like rubber rats at me and like wear masks to deliberately try to scare me. Um,
You'd be like wandering the aisles crying because you
Yeah,
lost her and then just jump out and be like, "Bah!"
Yeah, keep in mind I was probably like 13 at this point too as well. Where she's just like, "Oh, you're such a weak child." Like this is, I
Just
mean,
throwing rats at you in a store.
wearing like a Nixon mask. Like, but yeah, no. So I never wanted to dress as anything scary, but I think like at some point in middle school, it was still like trick or treating, and like drawn a character, and I originally it was basically just like a Star Wars like Sith Lord, but wearing a pig mask, like as if an anthropomorphic pig was like a Sith, which I thought was a great idea personally. And,
Isn't that you kind of had like a pig thing going on?
yeah,
right?
I did. For all of Berkeley folks, yeah, they're well aware that I had a pig thing going on, which was just honestly don't really know what that was about to this day, but it did carry on for a few years for sure.
The pig
Um,
use.
Yeah, pig lad, it was a whole thing. But before we go down that rabbit hole, yeah, that was the original concept, was basically like a Sith Lord with a pig mask on it. But then my parents were like, man, like man, maybe not. I think I was Luke Skywalker, like the year after, before that, which I ended up wearing that same costume, if you remember, for Case Rally when we did Star Wars, and I shredded the shit out of the pants because they didn't fit me at all, because I was 16 and the pants were for like a 12-year-old.
Busting out.
Just absolutely blowing out the crotch on those things.
Yeah.
But anyways, I ended
I
up
love-
just wearing a cloak with a pig mask and a scythe, I think it was, and nobody had any idea what I was. And I learned a great lesson about envisioning, being creative, and then just flopping on the results entirely. So I don't regret it. I don't know about that, but yeah, the execution was weak.
I don't know. I'm kind of a fan of like an abstract Halloween costume. Like, I think it's not as fun when someone's like the most obscure possible thing. It's like they have a flannel on and they're like, I'm from season 2 of Gilmore Girls. It's like, who?
I'm
That's
Dexter.
nothing. Yeah. And so like I like when you just put some things together and it's spooky and it works. I like that. I respect it.
Yeah, but that's probably, yeah, everything else was pretty straightforward. Like I was pretty recognizable. I was Buzz Lightyear for a few years. I was Skeleton for a bit. I did the Star Wars stuff. Superheroes, did a lot of superheroes. Spider-Man,
What about you,
Batman,
man?
Ninja Turtles, etc.
I've never really been one for Halloween, honestly, but and I enjoyed being Darth Maul one year when I was like 6.
That's pretty sick. With the
Yeah.
face paint.
What other? I don't know if it was. I can't remember if it was face paint or a mask. But either way, I went full red face.
Well, 50% red, 50% black. So
Yeah.
But like, did your mom ever put you in like a weird one where you were like,
No, I don't know, not really. But I don't know. I just like never really cared for like dressing up much anyway. So I guess most of them, I was like, yeah, not a huge fan.
yeah, you had a lot of
Unfortunately.
older teen boys in your family from a very young age who were probably convincing you that you were too cool for school and Halloween.
Probably.
Yeah, that's fair. Not to diagnose you, but
Let me lay down.
yeah. We should put this pen on the table because they'll expect you to suck it.
You think I'm gonna suck on this? 'Cause I'm not gonna suck on
I'm
this.
not gonna suck on this.
I definitely was the Joker too many times. I just like incel behavior.
Yeah, and I think
Um,
yeah, it was you were the Joker in high school as well too, right?
yeah.
Because that was the year that was one of the years I was Batman.
Yep. Yeah, I think I was it high school, middle school, and college. Um, I was the mask, like Jim Carrey's the mask, so I was like full green face.
That's good. Oh, so it was your face painted, like you didn't wear a
Yeah,
yeah.
and I just grinned like a freak. But
Pretty good.
I don't remember what year it was, but it was too late to do this. And we had just gotten a cat. And I was like, I like cats. I want to be a cat for Halloween. But I was like too old to be a cat, but I was a cat anyway.
How
And
old
my
were
mom
you?
was a witch, and it was too late to do that. But my mom was so happy about it.
How old were you?
Like whatever's too old, that was like it wasn't like I was like a teenager. It was definitely like
11.
maybe like 9, 10.
Yeah. Just
And,
old enough where you're like, maybe
Yeah,
not.
like old enough for like putting whiskers and like having a tail is like weird.
Did you wear a collar?
I hope not.
We got your
I don't
ass cat.
remember. I really
Did
hope
you
not.
walk around going?
It's possible that I did that once during the experience.
Damn. Well, that yeah, that's a good one.
You should dress up as Garfield next year for Halloween.
Okay, all right. That's actually a good idea.
I would definitely. I think honestly, maybe if we're all Garfield,
And just bring lasagna to any party you go to.
yeah, big tray of lasagna, and then
Let's
don't
see.
say anything the whole time. Dead silence.
I want to find something really like a DIY Garfield costume that just looks insane.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends how cartoony you're gonna go with it, but you know. I had a question because I was talking to Sydney earlier today, and she said we were talking about trick or treating places in Somerset when we were growing up. I never trick or treated in Somerset, but she said Falcon Lock Way was some of the best trick or treating in Somerset. I think she's biased because she lived there. That's the one that's like how do I describe it? It connects both to like the street before Marcus's Street, and then it goes up a hill, and then it connects to like the main street that runs through Somerset.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a person who we know.
Yeah, yeah. So I would agree because that's Yankee Peddler as well.
Yes, that's also Yankee Peddler. Yeah.
Good neighborhood. I grew up doing Main Street, like because I lived there.
Classic.
I think I think when I was a kid, Main Street was great. It was like it wasn't too long, and it was pretty consistent houses. Like you didn't have to walk very far. Because Yankee Peddler and Falcon Lock Way, the houses are pretty far apart. But I feel like Candy was better at Falcon Lock Way. More rich folk, you know. They got the good.
Yeah. Well, they definitely. There's also a lot of kids that lived in that neighborhood, so I feel like they were like aware that there was going to be a lot of kids trick or treating. So you could invest in the candy more, because that's the problem I'm having here. Is like I don't really know how many kids are going to come here, so I don't really know how much candy to buy because I don't want to put that garbage in my body 1 minute past midnight on Halloween. So
This guy's body is hard as fuck.
Absolutely.
You could hide in the bushes and scare them like a classic homeowner.
It's fucking so terrifying. I hated that as a kid when people would just jump out. That's why I didn't want to walk up to houses. Again, as I alluded to earlier, just massive wuss, but did not.
That's you.
Oh, I need that sound effect too. Yeah, the nail biting.
I'm gonna throw Main Street as pretty elite.
That was
Because there was one house on the way to the boat ramp, and she was crazy, like mentally ill. She loved Halloween. And there was this old lady.
Why?
There were like 7 cars in the front yard that didn't run anymore, but she
Is
would
that
give
Purple House?
Which one?
Purple House by the boat ramp? That doesn't matter.
I don't remember. It was white, but it had like crazy decorations. It was just like a one story. And I should give out toys. It was and candy, like full like creepy like Frankenstein monster toys and stuff. It was cool.
That's cool. That is really cool. That's like a house that makes the street for sure.
Yeah. And then if you walked all the way down and like I don't remember what street it was, but like continued past it to like where the train bridge is. You know how like Tom has like 2 train bridges, and on the Somerset side there's like a weird blue house, and they would give out king size candy bars. In that rock.
That's a big come up. I think that's a good part. What about you, Mab? I know that.
Just writing this stuff down right now. I gotta take notes for this year. I know. I always just went down Riverside because that's where we lived. It was right off Riverside, so it was never bad. I think one house gave out popcorn, which is kind of weird, and hot chocolate. I don't know if they were like just getting rid of their pantry or what.
They also gave us like soup and cans of corn.
It's kind of weird.
Ketchup packets.
Yeah.
I really got king size bars, just hot chocolate and popcorn.
Yeah. Was there any like notable like high quality houses on that stretch?
I swear to God, that was the most notable thing on that stretch. Everything else was like
about Falcon Lock Way and Yankee Peddler. It was pretty like when I got older, like as a teenager, and my parents weren't bringing me. That's where I wanted to go because it was like you'd run through yards and kind of be, rambunctious. The year Michael Jackson died, I dressed up like him.
That's right. I thought you were going to talk about that for sure earlier when you said about stuff you regret.
Why would he regret that?
Why would he regret that?
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
I think it's definitely very funny, but for several reasons. But
I don't know.
I like that. I like that you went for it, and I like that it was also very relevant because he died in June, and then effectively 3 months later, you were like, I think it's been long enough.
Matt, isn't it true that you're going to be Matthew Perry for Halloween?
It is true. I am going to be here with some friends
Extremely soon.
a couple of days from now.
Oh, really had to save up. Save up.
It's gonna be very tasteful.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I'm gonna have a hot tub.
I knew you were gonna say that. I fucking knew it.
Just walk around soaking wet.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
Well, that'll come out great. I'm
I'm
ecstatic.
sure this is gonna age well.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
the
is
libtards are gonna love this. Okay, snowflakes, fucking wake up.
We already knew Matt was gonna get canceled from this pod anyway. So
Well, before, all right, so you guys texted me and you're like, hey, we have this idea for a podcast. We want it to be like Joe Rogan, except it actually goes there, like Joe Rogan, but like with balls.
with chutzpah. Yeah, that might have been Mav's description, but I think he's scheming to get canceled off this for sure, just for the
That's
views.
true.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want to have a tasteful Halloween costume this year.
Lucas wanted more of an InfoWars vibe where he had like a news desk and he was trying to sell like MREs. He was talking about like lizard people, but we talked him down.
Yeah, it's we scaled it all the way back to making sure that we're dressing up as very recently dead people. It hasn't even been 24 hours on that one. Tough. Well,
We'll give you one episode a week where you go full InfoWars on people. One episode a month, sorry.
a year. Yeah, one episode a year. Don't. Also, yeah, that wasn't necessarily my intent either for this, but good stuff. Rest in peace, Matthew Perry. And as far as Halloween costumes go, I think dressing up as Chandler would be very difficult to convey.
I don't think I'd be great at one bit.
Well, no, I mean like he doesn't really have anything that defines him in a physical manner. You know what I mean?
Oh, and I'm the one that's being distasteful. You're just being rude.
That's not very respectful.
What, are you gonna wear a rubber mask of him? Like,
If I have
you're
to.
gonna make it look like that you would be him.
Wait, imagine walking around like in the costume they make in I Think You Should Leave when he goes to the mall to like prank people.
Too much shit on me.
I don't want to be here
Too
anymore.
much fucking shit on me. You're saying that you don't want to be alive anymore?
Dude, someone has to have done that on the internet, like gone as that for Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Fresh, yeah. I mean, was that this season? Was that the most recent season?
I
I don't think so, right?
Might be the second.
Yeah. Well, if it was the second, I feel like it's definitely doable. But I feel like you might really understand how the character felt with all that shit on you. You know, really get inside of the brain of Tim. There's too much fucking shit on me. But
You didn't know that was there?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's. I knew I had to drop that one for this episode as well.
Awesome.
But yeah, I mean, that's Halloween, you know. I will say,
I think we ended on a good note.
Yeah,
We covered everything.
I definitely feel like we've. Play us out, baby.
That's not Monster Mash.
That's not Monster Mash. Well, that's what we got going on. Anybody before we close out? Any other news from anybody else who know what's going on? Oh, I had Keegan visit for a couple days this week, so he was here. Yeah,
Dude,
Keegan-
he's already gone.
yeah, he's already gone. Yeah, in and out like the
How
Flash.
was it?
It was great.
Was he on like some ulterior trip, or did he come
No.
to visit you specifically?
Came to visit me specifically. He was here for 48 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, man was on a mission. He also had like a nightmarish travel day on the way in, where
Wouldn't
he
expect anything else.
literally this guy. The luck of this man is incredible. But he drove from. He's living in Grafton right now, and he drove from Grafton to Providence at like 4 in the morning. Got there, shows up. He's concerned about being late for his flight because he had to park his car there. So he parks his car, gets to it, goes through security. He runs without shoes to the gate, obviously. And he shows up at the gate, and then the flight's delayed. But then they say, oh, by the way, we're not going to be picking this flight up like today. So they booked him on a flight in Boston to make up for it, and they gave him a complimentary lift. But he had to take a lift in the middle of morning rush hour on Thursday morning from Providence to Boston. And then he finally arrived at the airport there. And then instead of flying in like more directly, they put him on a flight to Seattle. And then he flew from Seattle to Vancouver. But yeah, I've never even heard of that happening. And he got totally boned on that one. So, you know. Just a little info there for you, but we had a lovely time, good visit. So yeah, you'll all see him next year for the wedding stuff. But
That's true.
Uh-oh. When's this gonna come out?
Probably end of November.
End of November.
Well, I think we're gonna do one more and then batch it off as 3.
All right. Well, some news will probably drop by then.
Ooh.
You know.
Make your own. He did it live, folks.
He did it live.
He did it live.
Fuck it, I'll do it live.
Yeah. No. Excellent. Any other?
Let me be the first to say congratulations.
Fuck off! No, you can't do that. That's
You literally are the first.
that's so bogus. Wow.
Too kind.
I'm a sleaze bag.
Fucking douche, dude. How can you do that?
Were you gearing up to say it, Lucas?
One more plug. I just finished Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah.
Really good.
Now, tell me if you feel like it's an insensitive commentary on the lives of Native Americans.
No, it's spot on.
It's spot on. Let's go. I like that you feel qualified to.
I just thought that you had that plug for the end,
I literally just finished it before hopping on this call.
Wow. It's a good read. I read it last year when they announced the movie, and
it was cool.
yeah.
Yeah, the new film is out now, starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'd give it whatever your ranking may be.
I'll get 4 tomahawks to the neck out of
Fuck. This is the second episode of this, and it's already gone. So we got canceled. Our producers are calling and saying, "These guys, get them off the air. We don't want to hear any more of what they got to say."
Squarespace just dropped out. HelloFresh just dropped out. Hemorrhaging sponsors.
Oh,
Sherry's Berry's gone.
But, I don't know how we're gonna get by without our sponsors. Well, great. Glad that you finished that. Any news from anybody else in the gang? Any other things going on that you've heard?
Sammy needs to do the punishments.
Yeah, Sammy's got to do something, right? She owes us something.
Yeah, Sam owes us 5 beers at Thanksgiving.
Nice.
She declined the $300 payment to the pot and chose for beers instead.
Okay. Well, I'll be awaiting that. Honestly, if I could just get just the clips, that's good enough for me.
Yeah. It's got to be within one day. But
yeah, I'm just saying I don't need like a 30 to 45-minute video of an attempt of smashing them all at once.
No.
Just if I was aware that she consumed 5 beverages in a 24-hour span, I'd honestly be fine with that.
Oh, yeah. That's reasonable.
Yeah. So,
Hell yeah.
Now, if that were either of us, it would need to happen within a 10-minute period, and we'd be dead.
Well, duh. But
Is it fair to say that the three of us are going to be the only ones watching these entire things?
no, because I'm gonna make people watch it. I'm gonna send it out and say, "Hey, did you watch it yet?"
I'm going to send it to my work. To my work Slack.
You'd be fired so quick. 4 tomahawks.
Hey
Guys,
guys,
gotta get out of here.
We should be wrapping up though, because people aren't going to be listening for super long.
Nice fade out there, and then back in. Great. Well, if nothing else is going on, I guess we can leave that there, and sign off. For Weekend Update, this is.
thanks for listening, everyone. That's the Too Easy podcast in the can.
That's it. Guys, gotta try to peek back in. Yeah.
Oh,
Get the fuck out of here.